Welcome to the Dallas Native Living Channel. I'm Susan Kassen.
And I'm David Kassen.
And we are the Kassen Realty Team. We named our channel the Dallas Native Living Channel because, believe it or not, we were both born and raised in Dallas. We were actually both born in the same hospital, believe it or not, only 6 months apart. And I dare and challenge any of you to send us a message and let us know who you think was born first.
Well, and I'm going to give everybody a little bit of a hint. Let's just say Susan was robbing the cradle when we got married. So, no hints there. But anyway.
I think we're safe. We're just 6 months apart, though.
Yeah. So why'd we name it? I can't even remember. Why'd we name it Dallas Native Living?
Because we're both native Texans.
All right.
I know, and it's unusual. There's not very many native Texans here, but our parents were actually transplants, but we were both born and raised here. So we feel like that we help our buyers and sellers just by knowing
the area.
Yep. I grew up in Plano.
Yep, and I grew up in the North Dallas area, kind of all in that area. Went to school in North Dallas, went to Jesuit High School. Then Susan and I actually both went to college. We're Red Raiders, guns up.
Go Red Raiders.
And so, I always like to tell a story. Susan and I met there, and we knew each other there, but never dated there. When we got back to Dallas is when we actually started dating. I told everyone, pretty much when we got back to Dallas, I was like a last resort kind of for her to get married. So ultimately, she kind of resorted.
That is
resorted
so
to,
not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not true. I always say if we had dated at Tech, we probably would have never gotten married.
Shout out to Brent Robinson for inviting us, and Michelle for inviting us to their wedding, because that's where we actually got reconnected and started dating again. But
almost, we're going on 29 years.
Yes, 29. Got
29 years.
Got the big 3-0 next year and the big trip plan. So hopefully it'll be something good. I don't know. We got to figure that out.
So
yeah.
But yeah, and what's funny is that David said he grew up in North Dallas, which this is how long we've lived in Dallas, that actually that's not really considered North Dallas anymore. Because we've gone so far north in Dallas that there's actually, I would say you're probably about 10 miles south of North Dallas today.
Yeah.
So,
but we live in Richardson, and so we've kind of migrated north and done a lot of work over, obviously Plano, Prosper, Salina, Richardson, of course, and North Dallas. So we kind of cover a pretty broad spectrum in that corridor there, right?
Of course,
how long have you?
Belongs to Richardson.
Yeah.
We love Richardson, and I was actually born in Richardson, but moved to Plano and spent most of my life there.
So how long have you been doing real estate now?
So I became a realtor in 2008, which was probably not the best time to start, but for me, I thought it was the greatest time to start because I could learn and do all my education. The market was slow at the time. I didn't know it. I didn't know any different. It was perfect, and so was on my own for 15 years, and then you decided to join with me. Yeah,
well, corporate America was I was getting burnt out on it. So my background, I did a lot in corporate America, like corporate strategic planning, a lot of financial stuff, and we had always kind of dabbled in real estate as well. One of the things that I think is a benefit for, our clients, and especially those that are looking at investment properties and things of that nature, is one of the reasons Susan got into real estate was because we knew long term we wanted to get into investment properties and kind of run that part of a business. And so we've been doing that for almost since you started in 2008. Right. So I've been kind of dabbling in it with that and helping her with the investment properties. But about 2 years ago, I think it was a sign from God. Things happened and changed there with my company, and it was a great time to make a transition, and really thinking about what's important in life, and us working together was really important. We've always wanted to do that. And so I tell people now, Susan has been my boss at home for the last 29 years or so. Now she's my boss at work. But we've been doing it now over a year together, and it's been great. And we kind of bring a lot of, we're the yin and the yang. She's the creative one. She's the one that can really has all the vision for homes and what the possibilities are. I'm more the numbers guy, so when it comes to thinking about negotiating a contract or coming up with what's the right price to pay or sell your property, we work together really well on that. So it's a big value for our clients.
So why a YouTube channel? I think that I've had this vision to let people know what I've learned in the past 16 years, and because I run into all kinds of crazy things in this business, and but I've learned a lot, and I really want to share that information. I know buying or selling a home can be kind of scary, and there's just a lot of information. Most people buy or sell a home every 7 to 10 years. We do it every day, so we want people to be able to rely on us as experts. We want to share that knowledge with you. So that's why we decided to do a YouTube channel. It's really outside of for sure, my comfort zone. But we just decided this is the year we're going to do this. We're going to let people know what we've learned. And so here we are. But we wouldn't be able to do that without our clients and our friends that have been so supportive over the years, and we really thank everybody. We've had some good times in this market here in Dallas, and it's all because of our clients.
Well, and you're a great teacher. I mean, I've been able to experience that firsthand over the last year, and that's what you're going to get from us, right? And it's patience. We've got the experience. But it's walking people through and just kind of hand-holding. No question's a dumb question, because most people don't do it but once or twice in their life. So we're going to be helpful there. We're going to walk you through the process. We've kind of got a nailed down, here are the steps that you go through whether you're buying and selling. And then we'll kind of go through that. And our goal is to just make it a seamless experience for you. We're going to give you the expert advice. And make it as painless as possible, get you the best and most value out of the transaction, and I think that's.
And we just want we want our clients to have a great experience. And one thing I will say about patience, this is kind of funny because I always tell people I'm one of the most patient people, mainly because I'm the last of 5 kids, so I had to wait my whole life for everything. But what's interesting is David's also the last of 5 kids.
But I'm actually very impatient, so.
I would say our patience levels are not really the same, but that's okay because he gets me going.
Yeah.
He pushes me along. But I will say for first-time home buyers in particular, I have a lot of patience, and people always say to me, "Oh, I feel like I'm wasting your time. We've looked at all these houses and I can't make a decision," but every effort that we go through with our clients is worth something. So we never want people to feel like.
We learn just as much from our clients as they may learn from us, so it's very helpful.
I enjoy learning things every day. I think if you're not learning, you're dying. So we love to teach people.
Yep. So thanks for joining, thanks for watching, and we hope you find our channel informative.
Yeah, we hope we can tell you more about Dallas and their surrounding communities.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. We sure hope you find all the information useful on our channel.
And please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this information with your friends and family.